Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the What the Football channel. This is the BH and Scrubber Show. And on today's show, we're going to be previewing the upcoming game of the New York Football Giants against the Washington Commanders. That is going to be at MetLife Stadium up in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Eesh. Anyway, so we're really looking forward to it. The weather's supposed to be crappy. That field is supposed to be crappy. So both teams are crappy right now. And so it's going to be probably a crappy game. Maybe you never know. Sometimes these games turn out to be, whoa, did you see that game? Whoa, it was crazy. It was good. And so with both defenses really sucking, it's more just a what can offenses generate to score points. So BH, what do you think?
Yeah, I kind of agree, man. Two teams on the downside. And I did a double check on the weather, so it's actually gotten a lot better at least. I mean, it was trending bad, but it's going to be cold.
Hmm.
That field ain't going to be any better. That field is a killer. That field takes guys down left and right, man. I don't know what it is. It's like they're cursed.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I just on that note, not to get too far off track, I don't know if you had heard the NFL made some big announcement that within the net, and this is real, I'm not BSing here. They said 2 years
Oh yeah.
for every team. Now they're not making them go one surface or not, some artificial, some, but they have specifically studied and studied and studied and say you can use these three kind of grass fields,
Right.
these two kinds of turf, or something to that effect,
Yep.
and that's it. And if you don't have it, you got to have it. So start saving your money and start making plans.
Yep.
Because there is differences, and people do complain, man, about that
Yeah.
MetLife Stadium. Even though I think it's fairly new, it's not like the awful one they had before, but it must be cursed because this one's still bad. Players complain it's hard as hell. I just don't get that part. I mean, how do you make a turf field now that's like an 80s field, that's like a rock underneath it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's kind of good news.
Yeah.
I don't, like you said, we're not going to get that nice, even, everyone playing on the same turf kind of thing, but at least they raised the standard
Yeah.
for these guys. So
I like
anyway,
it.
but yeah, yeah, I do too. At least it's something good. But yeah, it'll be clear, fairly clear and cold, poor field. But like you said, maybe these offenses can just open up and go nuts. They have nothing to lose. The
Yeah.
defenses are overall playing atrocious.
Hmm.
Now, going up against them on defense, they've got like a few good players here and there, but really overall, man, they're it's not that good. I mean, especially their DB situation is is pretty bad. They're safeties and corners,
Yeah.
not good at all. They've got the one guy that's actually doing fairly good. I was checking him out is Cordell Flott, their corner. He's probably
Hmm.
their best guy, but the bad thing for him is he's trending down. All his good numbers came in the first 6 games of the season, and so now you got everyone. These other guys playing like garbage. We shouldn't talk. We'll talk about it later. We got our own problems,
Yeah.
but yeah, and they got Leonard Williams for
Yep.
sure, out there on the line, and he is really a source out there. And a couple of good. They do have some good edge guys. They got their new rookie. I don't think Thibodeau. I don't know if he's been out a few games, and I don't know if he's
He's still
still gonna.
out.
Yeah, is he still? Yeah, he
They
won't be
got a
ready.
laundry list of hurt players. You could fill a
Yeah,
hospital with how many people they got out.
yeah, and kind of like us, I guess. And then Burns is pretty good. I mean, they're not
Mhm.
lighting it up. They're pretty good. But man, the rest of their interior D line guys and stuff, they're just not that great. And the linebackers are average. So we're dealing with a whole lot of average on their side of the ball. And so I mean, Mariota's going to start, and
Yep.
we talked about last week. We're so excited. We kind of had our running back systems together. We have our three-headed little monster running back. Everyone knows their role. We kind of put them in. Along with Mariota, we've been able to generate lots of yards rushing. Noah Brown's back, and we didn't do anything. I mean, we crapped the bed, man. Just We talked about it last week, an absolute disaster. So now this week, once again, here we go, right? We get some guys back. Now Zach Ertz is out. So the good news is we get a chance to see these young tight ends.
Yep.
I guess we're going to see Sinnott a lot, especially in the pass. He's going to be the move tight end, and I guess Colton Yankoff too. He'll
Yep.
be out there.
He's good.
Um, yeah, because I mean, you got to have a tight end who can at least scare the defense with some catches. I mean, they have no choice but to implement those guys early. We can't just throw the ball 3 times to them. It'll give that crappy defense a way to spread and go after Terry and come up on a running game. You got to keep them at bay, keep them honest by no matter even though Ertz is out, you just got to bring those guys into the game plan and let them know you're going to throw. So I mean, I see lots of success against this deep running and
Yeah.
passing. I
Yeah.
really do. I think I'm not saying they're going to go slice and dice them, go up down the field on them, but I think there should be no problem with this our offense really getting down there and putting like I'd say 30 points on this defense.
Yeah. No, I agree, dude. I'm looking forward to it. So, um, yeah, the offense should do good. Like I said, they got a laundry list of people that are on their injury report, and it's funny how as teams get worse, their injuries get more and more. Oh man, oh my shoulder, I can't
Uh,
play. You know what I mean? Oh, my knee, coach. It just came up today on Friday. I don't know what
yeah,
happened.
yeah.
So you see a lot of that going on. But we're going up against New York. They're on a seven game slide. We're on an 8 game slide. So it's the battle to break that losing streak and watch them tie or something crazy like
Uh,
that. I know. So it's looking good. On our defensive side, one of the bad things that happened is Jonathan Jones is out. So he's not going to be playing, which hurts us a lot. It's going to be Antonio Hamilton will be stepping in there. I think we only got, it's just going to be Sandra Still, Igbenogany, and Antonio Hamilton, junior, senior, whatever it is. I don't think
yeah.
we have another backup.
Yeah, I think they'll be bringing some other guys probably off that practice squad. I mean, there is um, like Darius Rush, I
Oh,
think.
that's right.
Yeah, they actually Carlin Biggers has been there, and they did just bring up Seymour, Kevon
Okay.
Seymour. So I think Seymour, I thought they said he has been brought to the roster because they're gonna you have to have 5 corners for a football game. So
Yeah.
yeah, so we'll see. But I think those are the kind of guys we're going to be seeing. I mean, in nickel and dime packages, there's going to be some newbies out there. So it's kind of a drag. But like our tight end situation, it's good. We need people to step up.
Yep. Yeah,
So
and see
so
what they
even
can do, especially the
hell
younger
yeah,
guys.
yep, yep,
So we're going up against them. Their punter, that Jamie Gillian guy, he's doubtful. So I think they brought some other punter up. And then, of course, they got Younghoe Koo. They still have him or did they get rid of him?
they kept him, I think.
Okay, they kept him, so he did that toe into the turf,
Yeah,
which was terrible. So,
It was-
and they're doing good. They're actually coming off a bye week, so they're doing good. And they got Dart Vader.
yeah,
Jackson Dart is their quarterback. He's going to keep playing the way he wants to play, and that's just crazy off the chain. But he can run the ball. He'll hurt us on the run too. He can do that. So again, it's one of those. He's a pocket type of passer. He doesn't do well on the flush. So they got to get him out of his comfort zone. I don't know if their offensive line isn't all that great, but neither is our defensive line. So they both just cancel each other out. If coach is gonna have to mix it up a little bit. We only
yep,
blitzed 9 times against the Vikings. 9. That's it. And so this vanilla defense shit ain't working anymore. So they're gonna have to go to the man coverage a little more. I know with Jonathan Jones out, you got to keep it vanilla. They might just keep it zone, but they got to mix it up more. They just can't keep going with this vanilla stuff because now teams have had a couple weeks of watching Dan Quinn running the defense. I'm sure they've got that shit dialed in. So,
Yeah.
as far as their run game, they got what's his name? Tyrone
Tracy.
Tyrone Tracy and Devin Singletary.
Yeah.
So Tyrone hasn't been doing that great here lately. Again, he probably got his best numbers earlier on, and then because they lost Cam Scatabo, he's moved up a little bit in getting snaps. On their wide receiver core, they got Wandale Robinson stepped up pretty good after
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors fell out.
Yeah.
So, and they got that Gunner Olszewski. He took
Yeah.
a hard shot a couple weeks ago, uh, running the football back on a punt return. I think he's their punt returner or kick returner. He got
Yeah.
blasted. I think he was on concussion protocol. He's pretty good. Darius Slayton and a couple other guys. They're all mids. That's okay, but
Yep.
their real powerhouse is Theo Johnson, their tight end. He's their go-to on third downs. That's how they'll kill us on third downs. They'll use him or Jackson Dart will run it. And so one of their best stats is actually third down percentage. So all their other stats and our defensive stats are all 29th, 30th, 31st, 29th, 28th, 24th. But their offense is actually a little bit better than ours. They rank, it's not the greatest, but they're like 17th or 24th in yards or something like that. So they don't do too bad, 12th and maybe running yards or something like that. The Commanders are still like fourth
Yeah.
in rushing yards. I guess.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
know.
you think of people like King Henry and all these other guys that get the ball all the time, and Jahmyr Gibbs and people like that. You would think that those teams would own the top slots, but we'll see. But I think we can stop them if they go to. We should be able to stop their run. Coach just needs to dial it up. I think our team's got a coaching problem. So the zone ain't working. Vanilla defense isn't working. I think it's going to be an offensive shootout for each team. Might even be high scoring. You never know. So,
Yeah.
man, that's about all I got for it. I don't think
Yeah.
I've got anything else.
I kind of agree. We're going to have to, Dart just looked good. I saw Dart's first game. It was just one of those weird things where we had it and he came out and watched him. And he actually looked good right from the gate. He's kind of got the same problem as Jaden, though. He just runs with abandon, and he's taken some massive. He's got smoked a couple times himself. So I think he had a concussion issue, didn't he, at one point?
Yeah,
So
a couple of
yeah,
them, I think.
yeah. So Rondale Robbins is the kind of guy that's going to get to us, and we've just been horrible against tight ends. So tight ends killed us in Minnesota. So Theo Johnson could have a big day if we don't tighten that up.
Yeah, he
So
will.
yeah, I could see a 35-31 game and hope we're on top.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I won't be able to call the game. I'll be
Okay.
listening to it because I got to work, and then but that's cool by me. Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of good football games on today
Oh
or
yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. I'll be watching those. So, all right, man. Well, look, we'll do this and then we'll do the follow-up show on Tuesday.
Yep.
And then we'll know on Tuesday, then we'll know our fantasy football playoff seeds. So we can talk about that too from the fantasy league.
Yeah. Yeah. Who was I playing? Oh, Kodama. He had who's the receiver for Atlanta?
Oh, we had Kyle Pitts.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
crushed me.
I'm playing the guy I'm in second place in my NFL.com league, and I'm playing the guy in last. I mean, I've clinched a playoff, but I'd like to stay up as high as possible. And this guy has him. He got like
Oh,
40 something
yeah,
points,
like
man.
47,
Yeah,
49.
yeah, yeah. The guy in last place.
Oh.
And you watch that bum Pitts, I'll tell you, man, he won't score over 10 points the rest of the season. You mark my word.
Yep.
He
Yep.
won't score 10 points the rest of the season. He does this. I mean, he's never done that before, but he does have this thing where he spikes and then whew, he
Yeah.
disappears. So
Well, it's because
anyway,
they
that'll be
don't.
fun.
Drake London is out,
Yeah, that's true.
so
But
he
I
picked
mean,
up all that.
why the hell wouldn't you cover that guy?
Yeah. No shit.
He's the only weapon they have.
Really? No, that's
Yeah, I
true.
mean, Sills, who cares about him?
Yep.
Darnell Mooney is basically cooked. He's washed. He's
Yep.
nothing. Yeah,
And it's
dude,
so
let them.
bad they had to go to Bijan Robinson for like 11
Yeah,
targets and 8 catches.
yeah, exactly. So why wouldn't you just bracket that guy? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. So, all right, man. Well, good deal. Looking forward to the game. I hope we can put up a win.
Yeah.
Because after this, it gets, like you said, it gets brutal.
Yeah. Yeah. We're
Eagles,
vying for the bottom here. There's like 3 teams that are 2-11, and then there's us.
yeah.
So, and
So
actually, the New York Giants are one of them.
they're one of them.
Raiders and Tennessee.
Yep. So
Ugh.
it's a battle for the bottom.
Yeah, Tank Bowl City. So, yeah, I'd like to see a win. I'd like to see Mariota. I think he's good. I think he can manage the team and score some points, get some long drives going, keep our defense off the field, all the same things that we
Yeah.
need. So,
Yeah. Really, really, really keep our defense off the field.
no shit. Oh, yeah. All right, did we cover it all?
I think we did.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll
All
see you
right,
on
man.
Tuesday.
See you Tuesday.